I first of all want to say a word of appreciation for United Methodist Churches for your continued support of the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference, and certainly your giving that was above and beyond despite all of the economic circumstances that went on across this country as well. And certainly very, very appreciative of the monies, the apportionment dollars that the Oklahoma Conference has contributed to OIMC. Our records indicate that your churches gave over $110,000 towards the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference. And you'll be glad to know that all of those funds goes toward us helping pay our pastors' salaries in the 83 plus churches of the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference. Several things I want to report on, but perhaps the most fun thing and exciting thing for this year has been the development of new fellowships, new church starts, if you will, in the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference. We have 4 or 5 that we're working on now. I've reported the last several years about the ministry that's going on at the Glenpool Fellowship in Glenpool, Oklahoma. You'll recall that that was a building that was abandoned by the Oklahoma Annual Conference and was given to us for use, and it's been 4 years. The church's fellowship is doing well. Lives are being changed in that particular community. The times that I visit to see young children, young people active in that fellowship, and it's exciting to see that, and we appreciate that. One of the other churches, Bryan Chapel, which was closed by your annual conference perhaps 3 years ago, which originally was a historic Cherokee congregation, continues to do well, making it through challenges, and we're thankful that we have a pastor appointed to that fellowship now.
I see that there are spiritual growth in babies that are wanting to come to church, and so they've never been active in churches, and so they're seeing our church as a place for them to go. I think the most unique about this church is that we are able to share our culture and our tradition, and also teach the young children our hymns as we were taught when we were kids. We are, as adults, we are sharing it, but we are also enjoying the singing.
We continue to be on the lookout for new places for ministry where we can be present, where there is a need. Our challenges continue to be so ever present in terms of our funding. Many of you are aware that we receive many dollars from agencies such as the General Board of Global Ministries and the General Council on Finance Administration. And always these agencies are looking for ways to cut funds, and unfortunately we have not escaped that as well. And so the last 2 years have been, we've been dealing with how we replace those funds and how we continue in ministry despite the loss of several $1,000s. And therefore I can only remind you how important your giving is to the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference, the apportionment dollars. It is so appreciated and so put to such a great use in this annual conference, and we want you to know. We appreciate everything the Oklahoma Annual Conference does for the Oklahoma Indian Missionary Conference. Most of all, we appreciate your prayers and your support and look forward to our continued relationship throughout the years.